From the 1011 Now streaming studio, this is 1011's Morning Pulse.
Sponsored by Murray Roofing.
Good morning, this is Craig Allison with your Morning Pulse for Thursday, September 25th. Our first story this morning happening today. It's the 13th annual Team Jack Radiothon, and it's taken place, the first one since Jack Hoffman passed away. Each year, the Team Jack Foundation holds a radiothon to raise money for pediatric brain cancer research. Throughout the day, listeners will hear stories featuring kids from all across Nebraska who have died from fighting brain cancer, as well as those who are still battling it. The radiothon will be streamed on the Huskers radio network. If you are in or near Elwood, you can visit the event at the home agency. You can also donate by calling 855-RUN-JACK or visiting teamjackfoundation.org. Last year, the foundation raised $200,000. Second story this morning in our crime tracker, 54-year-old Armando Medrano has been sentenced 23 to 33 years behind bars for sexually assaulting two Lancaster County minors over the course of several years. Medrano pled no contest to first-degree sexual assault and third-degree sexual assault of a child. He was accused of sexually assaulting a victim under the age of 12 between 2008 and 2013. He's also accused of assaulting a victim under the age of 14 in July of 2017. Third story is the city of Lincoln is expected to partner with CenterPointe on Lincoln's first permanent supportive housing facility at 8th and J Street at a city council vote coming next week. Projects aimed at ending chronic homelessness by providing housing to foster independent living and some skills with independent living. The city broke ground on the building in October of last year, and the city council had its second reading of the partnership this week and will vote on whether to approve the agreement at next week's meeting. CenterPointe says the hope is to get staff inside by mid-November this year, with residents able to move in at the start of December. Your fourth story here in Lincoln, your morning coffee might be getting a bit more expensive. Currently, a 10% government-imposed tariff applies to beans imported in the United States from other countries. In August, a 50% tariff was added specifically for coffee beans shipped in from Brazil. For smaller coffee shops like the Coffee House in downtown Lincoln, imported beans remain the best option for both convenience and taste. The owners there say the spike in prices forced them to raise menu prices for the first time in a while. It went up by just a quarter, but they remain optimistic that the quality of their products and the loyalty of their customers will remain. And wrapping things up with your final story, Nebraska Wesleyan held its first ever TEDx event last night, allowing students and alumni to organize their very own TED Talk on campus featuring local speakers. Focus of the talks highlighting the idea of excellence not being achieved alone, but through collaboration with others. Students who put on the event say they wanted to create a space to share local voices who inspire us to think differently, and the event's speakers were all alumni of Nebraska Wesleyan. And organizers say they hope to make these talks an annual event at Wesleyan. So that's pretty neat. That's your final story for this morning pulse, and we'll wrap things up with a look at your 7-day forecast. It is a top 10-11 day today, so get outside.
You've been listening to 1011's Morning Pulse. Watch, listen, stream on the 1011 Now app, on YouTube, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Sponsored by Murray Roofing.